Hey there, sign of Aries. This is Kim. Going to do a next 3-day outlook for you all. Hope you're doing really good today. Let's get an overall or just an extra card here from the Wisdom of the Oracle first. Invite your spirit team to join us, your spirit guides and your angels, and let's see. All right. All right, so this is your card. Your main card that's coming out is a change in the wind. A change in the wind. So what does that mean? Well, that can mean a lot of things. I'll tell you about the symbolism on the card, though. We have a zebra, which can be a few things. Let's see, balance, decision-making, definitely balance, but it also is associated with being kind of like eccentric, someone who stands out, maybe something that you do artistically or creative, using your creativity. So the artist, the musician, the writer, the editor, maybe, I don't know, it's associated with something like that. So something about it, this maybe big decision and balance during a change is going to be important for you. Number 12. Number 12. Okay, let's break it down to the 3 days. Using the journey of the sacred bee, I'll get 2 for a while. This one is definitely extra and wants to come out, so it's going to come out. Haven't been doing them like that, but we have mastery, 8 of Pentacle. Could be saying, hey, there's a change coming in regarding your work, regarding your finances, regarding using some kind of mastery skill, some skill that you have mastered already to help you. Oh, and the High Priestess is on the bottom. Wow. For some of you all, this is a spiritual skill, a gift, an ability that is getting to a mastery level for you. And yeah, any of the clairs, any of the clairs, I could say. Very intuitive energy here. Also could mean that you're picking up on this change in the wind, or changes come in that you're picking up on it way before it comes in. That happens. That can happen, especially when you're very tuned in, or you have a lot of keeping things to yourself too. Could be secretive about some changes that are coming up that you are wanting to see happen. Okay, we're just getting 2 from the 108 Oracle also to go along with these cards. I will show them, and then at the end I will clarify anything that maybe needs clarifying. Wow, I don't know if I will need to for this group of Aries in particular, because I have the crystal ball on the bottom. The crystal ball card was really a lot like this High Priestess card. Intuition, premonition, seeing clearly, discernment, perception, sixth sense, instinct, divination, future planning, ESP, past, present, future, gut reaction, and an inner knowing. So you have really strong knowing, maybe like a claircognizant, where you just know things. Don't know maybe how you know them, but you do. Here's day 1, looking beautiful, really. Day 1 is about the eight of cups, 6 of wands. 6 of wands is your victory, recognition, standing out, like the zebra here, kind of standing out when it comes to being in comparison to others, and you could be getting recognition and being raised up by others, praised. It's something that you've done, some action that you are taking. And the 8 of cups is when we've decided, I feel more so for you that this is energetic instead of physical. Energetically, I feel this like disconnecting from from your emotions to the things that were, or that maybe presently are still around, but being able to like, I just feel this emotional disconnect, and it may be because of protection for your spiritual gifts and abilities also. So if you are doing some type of work where you get very connected to people, different people, maybe psychically, I mean, you could actually use that in any job. So I'm not just talking about people that are obviously doing that, but on some level, it's having victory because of being able to really disconnect from these empathic abilities that you have, almost like able to turn on and off very easily. All right. I have 50-50. Things can go either way. And I have spilt milk, regret accidents happen. Don't sweat the small stuff. Mistakes, leave it in the past. Disappointment, clean up time, let it go, and minor problems. And when I see the 50-50 card, though, I feel like it's more so about your choice, about a choice or a decision to make. It could be about who you're emotionally connecting with to, or what you've decided to emotionally connect with. The Eight of Cups, sometimes there's a scene, you know, I get in my mind of people that are together having a good time, but then the party's like, it's either gone on too long, or now you don't feel good. It's the next day. There's a lot of cleanup that you have to do, and it's like, there's something like that. There's something to this, like it's something that was fun at one time, maybe moving past it. But so we'll clarify after. More on the Eight of Cups, perhaps. Day 2. Wow. Get all these High Priestess, the Intuition, Crystal Ball, and then the Moon card too. Another just big Piscean, maybe Cancer too. But we have this energy of being really tapped into your intuition. I don't think that this is about confusion. Sometimes there's confusion or all not being really clear with the moon. What I have a feeling about is that that's what we're doing as a person to other people around us, is trying to make something kind of unclear, not wanting to reveal about a different direction that we are really, really considering going in. Because the Six of Swords, it says on the card, earn success, and because it means that you've decided to go into a direction that is ultimately going to be better for you. But the moon, I'm really associating this too with changes, because it can mean changes also. But with this whole if I'm going in a different direction, I'm definitely not going to make it clear or obvious to some other people, or yeah, that's what I'm picking up with those. So a little bit different. We have mastery level, and so you have the master and you have the mastery card. Nice, really nice. And this card with friends has like a sport vehicle, a sport utility car, and a person reaching out, almost like they're about to travel, maybe to meet others, maybe to go somewhere with others, because it says soul group or soul tribe, group, friendship, meet in person, social media, interpersonal relationships, togetherness, and friendliness. So this could be even talking about a trip that you are planning. If it is that, and then I could look at these cards a little bit different, I would say that trip, especially if it's tapped into something with spirituality, here is going to be victorious too. And I think that's just a side note, but in a sense, you know, when we make a big decision to go out, to go off somewhere, to go take a trip, it is we are tapping more into this like spiritual side, because we end up being in a state where we're more relaxed, and so intuition and gifts and abilities end up flowing a lot easier in that state, right? So there's something there about that being a big success too, if you're going somewhere. I have the Master here, which is like the Mastery card. Discipline, working smart, focus, structure, teaching, training, conquer, overcome, controlled, learning a skill, in the flow, authoritarian, and you have a commanding presence. Yeah. So you have a commanding presence, and apparently it's also pulling in people that are maybe part of your soul group, part of your tribe, that want to be in your presence or around your presence. Maybe you teach something, or they're saying that you could, you know, have some sort of level here where you could. Let's see what's day 3. Wow. So your synchronicities here in this reading, the things that are repeating that I'm being pulled to talk about are your mastery level, your skill sets, your intuitive abilities, going in some kind of different direction or travel, and change, because here, this is the 2 of Pentacles. It says change. I told you I thought that this 50-50 it always comes across to me as this is it's your decision card. Do we leave the past behind? Do we say, okay, that was a small thing, I'm going to move past whatever was a regret or whatever didn't work out, I'm going to move past it. It's a decision for change. So the 2 of Pentacles can be looked at as, I'm going to roll the dice. I'm just going to see. But here you have so many things that are kind of like backing you up to say from that you're going to be good. You kind of should already know that you're going to be doing really good. You should have a gut reaction. What's under this? Just curious. Roses, love, romance, appreciation, and the happening now card. Well. That's interesting. The happening now card and the roses, love, romance, affection, appreciation. This also can mean friendship, getting gifts from other people, people that feel enchanted by you. It can be tied to work things, you know. I can recall many people in the past that I have really admired their intelligence and looked up to that person, and there was nothing romantic about it, and it was just it was just very much so like in love with people's intellect, their brain, how smart they were. As particularly for some reason, the older doctors like that I worked with an optometrist, and he was just a gem. Because he knew how to do. I don't know if you've seen the set that optometrists use, and I don't know why I'm telling this story, but they have this set they have to buy like in school that has all of the different lenses in them, and it's huge. This guy had he had like, I don't know, a set from somebody in the family that had it too. His was like from the 1800s or something. This person didn't need the computerized stuff, and I just used to pick his brain every day at work to find out, what does this person know? He seemed to even sniff out diseases that were happening without having to have something tell him. He just kind of, this is what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is that there is some sort of mastery level that you have where it can be looked at to others like, how does that person just know that? Or how's that? There's something real natural and innate in you. And so it brings about admiration. It brings about people who are like, wow, you know, I'm kind of in awe by some sort of mastery level that you have. So you're to have patience. This that card came in my dream last night. That's interesting. That exact card, the 7 of disc with the patience. Because we need patience when we're trying to cultivate things and we haven't seen the growth yet, right? We have to have patience. And there is a really nice quote that says we're not supposed to be judging our crops by the harvest. We are supposed to be, you know, every single day. It's talking about when you look out every single day. So it's kind of like saying let's not be so immediate results based. Let's be progress based, and you're supposed to be judging your day by the seeds that you've sown that day, and just then being really safe to sit in that knowing of that. you know. So there will be changes, and there will be harmonious things coming in. Money seems to be something that is going to be balanced here, more so. So if you feel like you've been having an issue with trying to balance everything, it's like a big juggle, but you know, you go head down into whatever you're doing. Let's do this. Then that's what this is about for you, is that, yes, just keep yourself busy. Just keep doing those things that you're doing every day, because there is a knowing here that you're going to be successful with some sort of strategy that you have going. All right. Nice. Chocolate. Oh, I have 999 on the bottom row here. 999, another synchronicity. Can mean that there's going to be an ending, a harvest, and then the beginning of some sort of start to life purpose. I know that sounds all kind of big, but there's something like very unique to just you when I see that number. Okay. And yeah, the conclusion is going to be really good. That's why you need to rely on that patience that you have. The fishing pole says self-reliance, extend oneself, autonomy, and it does say mentoring others. See, again, with this, something with connection, poetry in motion, exploration, providing, connect with nature, accomplishment, reflection, self-improvement, and capable. The chocolate card says satisfaction, perfection, love, romance, treating yourself, sweet, rich, smooth, splurge, aphrodisiac, the good stuff, fine dining, doing things right, celebration, and an elevated mood. I only see that as being pretty good. All right, Spirit, tell us where we're going. If this is representing where we're going, I'm seeing strategy with the Seven of Swords. I'm seeing strategy thought into this strategy. But tell me about the changes. Tell me where we're going. I'm just going to focus on that. You know, if there's something that you have had to energetically disconnect yourself with because it's not making you happy anymore, then you know about that. You would know about that. So I'm not going to pull out a bunch of things that could just get you down that rabbit hole, because we don't want to really focus on that too much. I want to focus on the changes that are positive coming. Tell me more about the changes that are positive that are coming, please. This is the Circle of Life tarot deck, by the way. Changes. Another Two of Pentacles on the bottom and the Star. All right, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it, and the Ace of Cups on the bottom. So these changes involve something really new. By this, you see this little seashell card. This is their Ace of Cups. Yeah, and the Four of Cups looks like it's almost turned around, like there's going to be a fresh new start after a period of having to go within and really decide what we want, what we don't want. I think that the Three of Pentacles here is in the reverse with the Two of Disc and then the Star. It just makes it seems like this is the changing of partnerships and the people that you are working with directly. They're saying it's a rerouting of your skills and your abilities to plant something new and with some different people. Especially in the areas where you weren't getting the utmost like cooperation, or things were not in harmony in certain groups. Okay, so that's part of the change. And of course, it's still your decision, though, right? With two of Disc, again, it's your decision. This Two of Disc is interesting because it's kind of like this. This Four of Cups is when we've gone inside, kind of like that little cave there that you see. like we've gone inside. We've done a lot of thinking about emotionally. Well, is this good for me? Is this right for me? If do I need a change? And then what does that change look like? There can actually be a lot of dreaming going on in this cave. We could have done a lot of hibernating, a lot of taking care of our health, our mental health, our physical health. Could have had it been a time or period of withdrawal from other people, you know. But this is making that decision. Okay, so you come out and you see even the tree root here is in the shape of an Ouroboros, or has the snake built into it. Maybe that's a snake. It looks like the tree root or a combination. But so it's like a change associated with the death rebirth cycle, something completely new to be created. And I think you're going to be standing out again for your skills, your talents, and abilities. I could see a lot of people having a lot of love for you, just because of all of this other energy that's coming out with this. Because you can say that this is very healing for the person that gets the star energy. Not only do the stars kind of feel aligned that something is manifesting that you have wanted for a very long time, but you're standing out, you're twinkling, you're sparkling, and you are, you know, think about how we look at stars, you know, that's like, this is you in this lifetime. And so it can actually mean about being famous for something. You know, so it's a big card, and I think it has to do with how people are also going to be seeing you, as well as how you're going to be seeing yourself. So this should give you a lot of confidence that if you haven't seen, you know, exactly the results that you're wanting at this time, that things are looking like they're going into a positive direction. All right. So we'll do your angel number, and I'll wrap it up. If you would like a private reading from me, the information is in the description box below. Ooh, wow. And multiple of 8. 2 6s. 16 can be like the tower energy, you know. And that means big change. But here this card specifically talks about how you're able to see into other people's feelings, and that you're a wisdom seeker through that empathic ability and your spiritual gifts. So like you would sense big shifts, big changes way before they really happen. And you also sense shifts within people. And that's why it's saying I am perceptive. And so that might have something to do with your skills too. 888, the first one though that came out. 888. You can say 888, 88. As you focus on all the wonderful things that surround you, you're clearing the path for more positive energy to flow into all areas of your life. And you're creating a place for abundance. I am abundant. So what a beautiful reading for you today. I love it. Thank you for joining me, Aries. I hope you liked your reading. I'm sending you so much love and light. Bye-bye.